Today I want to go over something that I've been meaning to do for a long time. A couple months ago, well, not God, maybe like 6 months ago, I put out a couple of videos showing some tools that allow you to help make builds. Because as it stands right now, I was building a massive spreadsheet, to be honest. For those of you that know me, you know my spreadsheets. For those of you that don't, I like to make things easier, and I put a little work in to make things easier. But people have already done that, so I don't have to. But basically, like if you're trying to make a build, they changed my button to I in the last update. Still not used to it. You're going in here and you're looking at like your headpieces, right? And you're hovering over. This guy comes with our etheric attunement. This guy has conduit. This guy has conditioning. And then you also have to compensate for the slot type. So like this has the technique slot, a power slot, a defensive slot, mobility slot. Even if this was the only thing that I played, and I've been playing it since May, so almost a year now, I guarantee you I wouldn't have these memorized. And even if I did, trying to figure out the combinations of headpieces and chest pieces and gloves and feet, because they're all different. They all have different perks built into them, and then different cell slots, which allow you to put other perks in there. And same thing with the weapons. You've got different cell slots, and sometimes they have built-in perks. Sometimes they have extra bonuses to them. For the most part, I have like the bonuses. Like I know what the weapons do. But as far as the slots and the built-in perks, no. I probably have maybe 30% of the items memorized because they're primarily what I use. So there's two things that this does. Is it allows content creators or people that want to be content creators to just put out guide videos or do this because they found it or they copied somebody else. But you don't have to do that. If you want to make your own build and you want to tweak something and you want to like, okay, let's say you have here, let's just, for example, here's just a basic, which one is it? I think it's this one. Yeah, Discipline, Overpower, Rage Hunter. I believe there's a Discipline cell and there's a Discipline cell. I could swap those out for Aether Hunter if I wanted to, right? So you'd have Rage Hunter, Aether Hunter, Overpower, and I'm running Tough and Iceborne. But let's say I wanted to change something else and I wanted to take like the Iceborne out and put in maybe a technique slot. How do you do that? How do you quickly do that? You have to figure out which okay, obviously you'd go in and take your defensive stuff off, but the combinations might not be that simple. Maybe you have to find a different glove that has a technique slot and then make this one your power slot with the weapon of choice, right? So I put out a couple videos. Dauntless Builder is a site that allows you to save your builds in a very visual form. It doesn't help you build your builds. You can do the same thing on there that you can do in game. So it's really a clever place to save your builds. Then there was a site that I was told about called DauntlessCombiner.tk. I have videos on both of these. Links will be down in the description. And Dauntless Combiner was like what my spreadsheet was going to be, where I have every item in the game in a spreadsheet, all of their cells, and then I would have perks. You could pick the perks that you want, and through process of elimination, it would eliminate all of the gear pieces that wouldn't accommodate what you wanted until you got down to either the one gear set or a few gear sets that were available that would offer the perks that you wanted, or if it would tell you, hey, there's not a combination in the game of items that will allow you to get these perks. So it was done. The DauntlessCombiner.tk website did it. They have not updated their website since like the second update after Trials. So I don't think they have the Berserker cells. They don't have anything of the new. They definitely don't have Discipline. They don't have the new Malkurian gear. So it's a no-go. But I've had a website I've been using forever that I just haven't made a video on. And I use it on stream, and a lot of people always ask about it. But it just makes life simple. It's called DauntlessBuildSearch.ml. I'll put a link in the description below for this guy as well. And basically, it's the same thing as the other one. It's a little more... The other one looked like a cell phone app. This is actually a website. And they've been cleaning it up quite a bit. They pay a lot of attention to it. They've even put in now... I mean, if you're brand new to the game, they've got some builds here to look at. Suggestions, obviously. But that's cool. So you can come in here and look at their stuff. They've got general weapon build, chain blades and war pikes, high attack speed axe builds, Hellion builds, repeaters, tragic echo, which is an exotic. So this kind of cool thing. I do my own stuff. I don't care about this, but it's cool for people that want to get an idea of what other people are using. But basically, it gives you a list of all of your perks. And let's say that I just wanted to be all defensive perks. So we could put on a +6 tough. Let's throw on a +6 Iceborne. Let's put on a +6 9 lives. And what it's doing down here is it's showing all of the possible gear and weapons that will accommodate these perks. Let's put another defensive one in there. Let's put Fortress in. Boom. It's isolating it down. We still feel like there's a ton in there. We'll put Warmth. And there's nothing else in the game that will allow us to put... See how these have been zeroed out? There is nothing in the game that will allow us to put Bloodless in now. So we can come over here to Knockout King. We'll put a +6. And then now remaining, here you go. We can dial it in even more, and we'll put a +3 Conduit. Boom. For your Lantern. So you can get all of these perks with these gear sets. Actually, there's only one gear set. Skarn, Ganasher, Skarn, Pangar. And then you can use the Pangar Axe, Skarn Axe, Pangar Hammer, Skarn Hammer, Pangar Sword, Skarn Sword, right? They even have another feature in here too. If you don't like to look at this screen, and once you get your build, like let's say this top one with the Pangar Axe, click this button. And it links straight into Dauntless Builder, just like the Dauntless Combiner.tk website did. So now you've got your Dauntless Builder printout that you can either save your builds to your account, so you can quickly access them from here, or you can take a screenshot, favorite them. So there's a quick way to make your little quick visual sheet here from this guide. They do have, you can quickly hit the new build button and it wipes everything clean. You can go into filters and let's say, hey, I only want to run, let's say, a War Pike, and I only want to run, let's run Cool Shots. Yep. And then if you wanted to, you've got the exotic weapons in here, the exotic heads. They've been playing around with the Malkarian stuff in here in Legendary Weapons. I haven't seen how it incorporates yet, but they do have those options down here. Also, those showed up shortly after escalation, so they are really quick at updating this website. Perks. So we got Cool Shot Warpike, right? I'm going to want Acidic. Let's put on Barbed, and then Discipline, and then Conduit. And then, as you can see, it's narrowing things down. We'll put Savagery on. So basically, this allows you to come in and make quick edits. I do this quite a bit in the loading screens or when I'm talking to chat. I like to pull it over on screen and we go over and we pick perks. Or if people come into chat and they want a quick, hey, I want a build that allows me to use these 4 perks, and then we'll put those 4 perks on, and then we'll be able to see what's left and available. So like with these 4 at +6, I can put a +6 Aetheric Attunement. We can do +6 Molten, +6 Rage. We can do a +3 Engineer, Condition +6. So we'll be able to be like, okay, well then, let's see, we'll pick, we'll do Rage. Boom, it eliminates it back down again. We're going to be doing Trials, so let's put an Engineer on for Pylons. And then I can pick a +3 related over here. We'll just do Tough. Boom. Then you come down here, and here's your build. So 2 different builds. Rezakiri Helmet, Shroud Helmet, Shroud, Riftstalker, Reza, Quill Shot, Charog. So this will also allow you, sometimes you'll get multiple combinations, and if you're doing something super sweaty, you could be like, oh, well, it's a Fire Behemoth, and then you can look down to see what gear is going to be more beneficial for your resistances also to even go one bit further. So it is dope. I love this website. I've been using it nonstop. I use it 20, 30 times a stream because I have build ADD. And I play all weapons, and I'm constantly changing my gear out. And the loadout system, for those of you that played before the loadout system, you understand. For those of you that are here now, newer with the loadout system, you don't know the struggle. There's so much time switching things in and out. Anyways, again, link to this website down in the description below. They do have a support us section if you want to help these guys out. It's a phenomenal website. I'll have to look at some of these builds. I might actually play with these builds just to see if I like them or if I don't like them. But it's cool. It's a very cool site. And eventually my spreadsheet was going to do the exact same thing. It would have been light years uglier than this. So this is cool. I like these guys. They're awesome. DauntlessBuildSearch.ml. Yep. Speaking of streaming, I stream daily on Twitch at twitch.tv/SlyGumbi in the late night hours of 8 p.m. till about 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can follow me on Twitter for news, updates, and goofiness. We got a Discord channel. Link will be in the description below. There's a ton of Dauntless videos down in the description below as well for whatever kind of guided needs that you may need. Anyways, I'm out. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.